Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt and fix several years of financial misbehaviour, and if that is something that you're interested in following along with, please do stick around and check out the other videos that I have on my channel for you. It really means an awful lot that you are here watching me today. Now, today is Savings Challenge Sunday, and it's the time of the week where if I have any change, because I haven't for the past couple of weeks, got any change or any notes to put away, to count up, to fill in my smaller savings challenges, and just fill you in on any updates that need to happen. But what I thought I would do as part of Savings Challenge Sunday for the time being is actually just give you an update on where I am with the big selling list. Now, if you've seen my video where I talk about selling to and destashing to make an income, you'll have seen me working on this. And what I've done is I've gone through and crossed out a lot of where I'm up to. So anything that you can see here which has been crossed out has been done. So I didn't end up following my own advice and actually managed to get, because there wasn't a lot of units, jewellery and DVDs done quite quickly, and get things like the garage in place, so the storage in terms of where I needed to keep things like the car boot items sorted, okay and going. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm actually probably going to refine this list further and do a second one where I break down brand specific clothing and where I'm at with that. I break down if I need to reorganise anything like the Lacoste polos, because I have a large volume of them and therefore they need to constantly be kept an eye on. And equally, we're scheduling when I am actually going to list on a local Facebook group. And this weekend specifically, it's payday weekend for most people. So that's a real prime optimum time where if anyone's going to have any extra money and they're going to want to buy things, it's probably going to be, for the majority of people, around about now. But that is where I am with the big selling list. If you've gone away and done your own lists, please let me know down in the comments below how you're doing and if you have had any success and what you've been up to. But now, let's get to the savings challenges. Now, I actually have some notes this week to put away, and that is because I am once again involved in the Duke of Edinburgh scheme, and as an assessor supervisor, I do have a couple of training weekends coming up with the children, teenagers, and although most of my costs will be reimbursed, specifically in terms of petrol, at I think it's now 47p a mile, I will need to pay out for a few things first, particularly on the expedition weekend. So what I've done is I've scheduled into my budget a certain amount to replace any kit specifically that I need, but then this £60 should cover both weekends for the practice that are coming up in May immediately. Then I have nothing else until July, and that should cover things like any extra petrol that I need to put in, any emergency purchase that you need to make. I have had to go out and buy first aid supplies before, very short notice, because someone had a sports related injury that we weren't told about until he stepped off the bus. Tents that have got slashes and stuff in them and we've not realised until very last minute. So for the practice weekends, although it is only one night away, I've got two of them coming up back to back on the second and third weekend of this month. So I'm going to try and aim to stash £60, and that will go towards those 2 weekends. So I have £15 here. So this is kind of an impromptu cash stuffing. I'm not going to put in the description a £15 cash stuffing, but it is just here. And as I say, this is just very much something where the assessed expedition season doesn't take place until the summer months anyway. So this is not something that needs to be a year-long focus, but it's always something that's financially caught me out on in the past. So I want to make sure actually that there is the money there for it. And then once I've had the mileage reimbursement come back, this money can then go back into my budget. So that is just where we are for that. This is just a little freebie challenge from Simple Budgets. So the total you save is £60, as you can see here. And once this is done, I'll pop it to one side and then I'll look at what I need for the overall assessed expedition weekends, which are July, I believe. So we'll get you to one side. Anything that I need to look at in terms of, I'm going to sneeze, I think, pardon me, Anything I need to look at in terms of like big kit replacements, so tents, boots, things like that, everything like that I think is fine for now. I've got a couple of smaller miscellaneous items which I do need to replace. So I'm going to try and see if I can work that into this month's budget, and then once I've got them, I'm then good to get them. My walking boots I think were £400, but they were 8 years ago, and touch wood, they are still going strong and looked after. So it's just more unexpected costs that you need to pay out when you're out and about. So let's look at the change that I have here. I am temporarily pausing the saving any £1 on £2 because my income situation is slightly precarious at the minute in terms of very hit and miss. I don't really have the luxury this month certainly of just dropping all of my change into my little ramekin and, you know, building up £30 odd a week, particularly for things like Christmas, which right now are too far off for me to make a priority. So I will be spending my £1 coins, and then as and when that change breaks down, I will break down that change at the end of the week. So for now, Christmas saving is on pause, and we do just have our old faithfuls, the 100-day penny challenge, the 50p challenge, and the 20p challenge. And there's a lot of 20p's for some reason. Oh yeah, it's because that woman in the shop didn't have any pound coins or 50p's. Right, that's why. So I've got £1.50 in 50p's, and we are going with purple for May. And that very much matches the colour spread that I've got in my budgeting planner. So I did miss doing these videos for the past couple of weeks. It felt very strange not doing them. So we'll get you out of the way. We'll do the 20p challenge first of all, or next. So yeah, I've actually got a scheduled day off today. I'm trying to go through and actually schedule days off and really following up on what I spoke to you guys about on Friday. Trying to give this the time and attention I would certainly give a full-time job. Now, listing and selling and photographing and all of those things really, really do take time. And it's really easy to underestimate how much time that takes sometimes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got £2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. £3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. £4. £5. Nice. Just get that one coloured in. So yes, so I had a full day yesterday of trying to get things listed, but that sorting out that big selling list as well. It made up a little bit of ground considering the week was really, really admin heavy, like I said. But I have got a day off today, so I'm going to go see some family, and then tomorrow I'm just going to see. I've initially scheduled a day off for tomorrow in, so I've kind of got 2 days off in a row. But actually, if the weather is good and I feel like I'm in the mood to list, I will list and then shift my day off. So I want to just go with what feels, if I feel like I'm going to get loads done that day, I don't want to lose that momentum and lose that energy because I've set myself a day off. I need to be flexible enough to work around that. 44p in change. But thank you so much for commenting, and everyone who watched yesterday's video. Yeah, at the minute it's just taking ages for things to render. So I think that 44-minute video, which was what Friday's video was about 3.5 hours to upload to YouTube, and then an hour for it to go. And by editing, I just mean adding my introduction and outro. I think that was over an hour for that to render and convert so it could then be uploaded. So that's why it ended up being like 10:30 at night. But I knew that I wanted it to come out on a Friday, and I've got to just try and nail down my upload days. So maybe a Tuesday, a Friday and a Sunday. I'm not sure. I'd like to try and get to 3 videos a week. I certainly have the time to do that now. And I've got the content to talk about. It's just whether I I film everything in one day. So have a day of filming on, say, a Sunday. And then I have the week to edit, or I film and edit and upload on the set days. I'm not 100% sure yet. I have my time back now, which is really, really nice, to a certain degree. And it's just, yeah, I've just got to carry on with all of those admin, all of those projections, a little bit of planning. I didn't do any more on Friday night. I just sat there and just was like, I just need to not do anything this evening. And then yesterday I started it as part of my working day. But I need to just give myself a day away from the admin. Not from budgeting, but I'm not going anywhere today where I can spend money or need to spend money, so that is the advantage. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one, whatever that one is going to be. At the minute it's a mystery, even to myself. So I hope you have a wonderful budgeting week. Don't forget to let me know how you're getting on if you are doing your own big selling list and destashing. I'm always curious and would love to hear. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye for now.